Please excuse my English, but I want to tell you about engagement today. What inspired me was the Valentine's Day, which just passed a couple weeks ago, and my friend proposed to his now fiance on the Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day, the most romantic day in a year, but also the day of the patron of people with mental disease. Love, mental disease sounds the same. You just don't have brain when you are in love. Yes, and my voice is still rubbish, so let's rock it. So proposals. There's plenty videos of proposals online, and some of them are hilarious, some of them are a little bit sad. The sad ones are particular ones where the fiance is losing his ring. So proposing on a pier, oh, that's a risky job, yeah. So don't propose on a pier, because in some of those videos you can see that box is open and ring is magically jumping out from the box straight into the water through the gaps on a board on a pier. So please choose safe location. That reminds me of plenty stories of proposals, but also my story of proposal, which was, let's say, unusual in terms of picking ring, but unusual also in terms of the proposal. So I do understand that women are not materialistic, because I'm living in a material world and I am a material girl. So the women are not materialistic, despite of what Madonna was singing about material girl. But if we don't like the ring, the proposal, it's not the same. So you better give your man the hints about the ring you like a lot, because you'll be wearing that for the rest of your life or for the part of your life. So how I've choose the ring? Well, I didn't choose the ring. I suggested the ring, and I did it so, let's say, gently that I didn't know till the end if I'll get the ring or not I like. A half year before my husband now proposed, we went for a very short break to Venice, and we were staying in some kind of camping accommodation. He went to take a shower, and I was using his computer because I forgot to take my laptop, or I didn't take my laptop for some reason. Obviously, he allowed me to use his computer. And by accident on a browser, I just typed E. And what's pop out was engagement rings suggestion. So, because my man wasn't around and I'm a curious person, I started browsing what in this engagement ring my boyfriend at that time was looking at. And he was looking through the variety of different rings, and some of them were really, really pretty, but they weren't the one I would love to have. Having this knowledge, obviously, make me think that, okay, to make it perfect for us, I might give him a subtle hint. So when I came back home, what I did, I took a screenshot of the ring I really loved, and put it on my desktop on my laptop. It's saved as a miniature icon, so it was clearly visible from the desktop view. And I was mentioning about the stone. I like aquamarine a lot. So I was mentioning that, oh, I saw very nice aquamarine thing and this and that and all those kind of other things around the engagement ring, but without mentioning engagement ring. Hoping that he will notice this tiny little JPEG icon on my desktop, and hopefully he will connect the dots. So I didn't know till the last minute. And we were going for a snow break in Slovakia. This is the first time I took him snowboarding in the mountains several years ago, so it was kind of a romantic spot. And day before our trip plan, he said that he has to go for something to Devon. The Devon is the place when he was having his flat. So he drove away 2 hours the same day for something in Devon. He didn't want to tell me what this something is, and came back. And that was very suspicious already. I could guess that it was actually the engagement ring he was picking up from the local artist. But obviously, I was playing that game. So next day, we flew to Slovakia, and in the accommodation, he didn't want to unpack his little suitcase. So he just knocked it under the bed and was like, I'll think about it later. That never happened before. So very, very suspicious. However, I'll play that game because he proposed this weekend, this trip. So I was pretty happy already. On a day when he decided to propose, on our lunch break, we did obviously morning runs on the slopes and went for a lunch break. And on a lunch break, I saw very significant cubicle shape, just literally having its marks being visible through his chest pocket. So what this could be? It wasn't lighter because we don't smoke. It wasn't candy box of the candies, because we don't snack during the slides. So what this could be? Possibly engagement ring. So after lunch break, we decided to go to the top of the mountain, which we supposed to take 2 lifts. During the ride to the first lift, we saw the guy on a bicycle, like snow bicycle. It was 2018 and they'd exist already. So snowboarders, skiers, don't argue. We have now joined enemy we can hate. Snow cyclists. So by curiosity, I was chatting to this guy, asking him how difficult it is actually to do this snow bicycle. And the conversation started floating, like he was willing to show us all those kind of things. And in the end, asked us, where do we go? And we say that we are going to the top of the mountain. So his quick response was, oh, I'm going too. And we both look at each other like with the very silent, no. That is proposal spot. You cannot come with us. Obviously, we didn't say that, but we were just looking at each other. No. Luckily, on a second lift, we lost him, and safely we landed on the top of the mountain. This is supposed to be a beautiful day. You can imagine snowy mountains around. You are on a peak of the mountain, and it's just magical. However, this day wasn't like that. This day it was pretty windy, and the whole top of the mountain was covered in a cloud. Visibility 0. There was no beautiful views, but what was the most important? There was my man getting on his knee, telling me how wonderful I am, which is truth, which is correct, and asking me if I marry him. At the first shock, I was like, well, show me the ring first, because he didn't open the box. So obviously I answer not without yes, but I answer with guess. But the guess was, of course, yes. Yes, I said yes. And that was pretty good moment. And it is something actually to tell, because it's kind of funny proposal when you have expectations and the weather is against you. However, it was still very, very romantic. What shocked me the most when we came back to our accommodation, my now husband says, well, this year we have plenty work to do. And I was like, how come? Well, because we are getting married. I was like, what? You just proposed and you want to get married already? In my head, I was thinking like, okay, we'll be engaged for like 7 years and then we might get married. But he told me, I didn't propose for you to be my fiance. I proposed for you to be my wife. So yeah, he proposed to me to be wife, and that's truth. So it was a bit crazier, but maybe about the wedding itself and the wedding drama, because we all got dramas and we all bridezillas. Maybe next time. But yes, however you propose, it will be very romantic. Unless you're proposing in public and your fiancé will say no, then don't propose in public. So I will now let my voice rest. And thank you for listening. Take care and please excuse my English. I'm still learning. And excuse my voice because it's rubbish. Proposing is so romantic.